Hi guys, I'm using the Virtuoso tonight. I'm imaging with the reducer, so it's imaging very fast at the moment. It's f.25, f2.5, sorry. I'm on the Sunflower Galaxy. Just wanted to make a live video to show you all what imaging with the fast dobsonian looks like. I'm gonna recenter a bit because the Virtuoso, if you have it, you know that it likes to drift off. And sometimes you have to recenter, it's very normal for the Virtuoso. And when you move, you need to wait for the backlash to stop. I'm in Portal Seven Skies if you didn't know. So it's to show you that even with light pollution, this can be done. As you can see with the reducer, you get coma at the edges, and that's pretty normal. But I can crop it out, no problem. It's a really large dust spot. For some reason, I cleaned my optics before, and it's still got a dust spot here. I'm gonna do that a bit because I'm getting some walking noise here. Yeah, usually walking noise is not an issue without this mount, but sometimes you get it, I don't know why. Thank you, Jean-Bert, and welcome to the live. As you can see, it's sharp. Even with the reducer, like you have glass in the way, still very sharp. Because when you introduce glass, you run the risk of making it less sharp. Thank you. It's still 7 minutes, and you can see it's a lot of details already. This is where having a fast dobsonian really shines. I'm really loving this setup. Like, I haven't used my Virtuoso for a while, but now I'm using it all the time when I found this reducer that works. I'm gonna slightly recenter because it's getting a bit moved, the object, one that will need a lot of cropping. I'm gonna wait for the backlash to stop. Basically, backlash is the gears settling down. You can also click the opposite way to remove backlash, like I did. I'm using really short exposures tonight because it's windy. And if you don't do this, sharpcap will start rejecting lots of frames. As you can see, the red bars are rejected frames. And if you don't reject them, they will get added into the stack and it will look horrible. The stars will look funky. And we don't want that. And you won't be able to remove them after. I'm using an SV705C as Vibony camera. It's a planetary camera. I'm not using any flats, so I'm getting lots of vignetting. But to be honest, I don't need them. I will fix it in post-processing. The beauty of sharpcap is like you don't have to stack the images after and saves you a lot of hard disk space. I'm getting tons of rejected frames because of the wind. It's really normal, but it's frustrating. This is a new feature of sharpcap. I don't know what it does. There's one background subtraction. I'm not going to use it, but it's interesting. 'Cause I updated sharpcap today and it got added this one. I didn't see it before. Today I bought another reducer from GSO. It's a 2 inch. It will help me use the 294 sensor because the one I have now it's not good for the 294 sensor. So you can use this video as a guide maybe to image with the Virtuoso as well if you're looking to get it. Oh, there goes a Starlink. I can see a Starlink. Not in the image, like I can see it with my eyes. Wow. Wow. Right. 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 أروح من المسجد. مش هروح أصلي. It's crazy. I saw Starlink train. It's always nice to see. It's not so nice in the images, but it's nice to see it with your eyes. As you can see, the Virtuoso has drifts, so be ready for that if you buy one. It's pretty normal for it. It's a good telescope, but it has drifting problem. Its tracking is not that accurate. I'm using the Virtuoso, Skywatcher Virtuoso. It's a dobsonian telescope tabletop. And it's a go-to, obviously, which is why I'm tracking it. Nice. Congrats on your purchase. Are you liking it so far? And we have a satellite that passed. As you can see, there's a straight line. That's a satellite. Ah, okay, you're still waiting for it. It's a good telescope. I have had it for over 2 years now. How much is its price at the moment? When I bought it, it was about 500 euros. That's nice. I think it's manual. The Skywatcher 5 OP, right? Not a go-to. Okay. It increased a little bit now. It was cheaper before, obviously with the inflation and stuff. As you can see, the noise is decreasing a lot. There's a lot less noise, and you can see the coma at the edges. This is coma. This is because we're using a reducer, elongated stars at the edges. At the moment, it's very fast. Virtuoso. It's like we are using a Rasa telescope, only point 0.5 slower. Yes, it's very expensive. AM5 mount is very nice, and the Red Cat as well. I'll move a bit again because even with the ring is drifting as well. And to be honest, I'm tracking an object which is very high in the sky, so that's not ideal with Dobsonian telescopes. I I have the Virtuoso. I like it for one thing, especially it's very fast to set up, and the portability is very important because I have to carry everything up the stairs and heavy stuff, you know. It's great to have a setup that it's easily set up and easy to use. Wow, the details are crazy for 20 minutes. It's awesome. Usually it takes 2 hours to get this kind of details. Portal 7. Last time I checked for curiosity on ChatGPT, it said at f2.5, 1 hour exposure is worth like 4 hours at f5. Crazy. Yeah, I really should. I need to go. I have only one like few places that I can go on the island. It's not very dark. It's like Portal 5 only, but it's better than Portal 7 or Portal 4. But since it is an island, I can only point the telescope to the south and west side. The other sides are like polluted anyway, because there will be glow from the center of the island. Yes, that's always a problem. Even when going to dark places, we still fight like pollution in some sides of the sky. Yes, indeed, it's very sharp. I'm really impressed. This reducer costs like 10 euros, so it's crazy to get this kind of details from it for 15 euros, something like that. It was. I just bought it for visual use, but I put it to good use now. Gonna check the recentering again. Okay, it's still pretty good. We can continue. As you can see, the image is rotating. We have the cutoff lines here. It's like slightly then diagonal. It's field rotation. It's completely normal with dobsonians and Altus mounts. Yes, indeed. The Virtuoso has a tracker. This mount is a go-to already. Downside of using such a harsh reducer is like you can only use this part of the image. The other sides are very elongated, so you can't use them. But it's a trade-off I can live with if it makes me like carry collect light 6 times faster. And especially in the summer, it's important because in summer are really short the nights, so you need to make the most out of them. There are specified reducers for certain cameras and telescopes, but this one is not. With not onions, it's difficult to find a specified reducer. There is one from Starizona, but it's very expensive, like 400 euros for a reducer, or or 600, something like that. And you don't get zero point 0.5 times, you get 0.75 times. It's a lot less reduction. You get for people that want perfect images, maybe, but for me, not worth it. And a tip I give you is when using sharpcap, save the stacks. Some every few minutes, because if things crash, you lose the stick. Definitely, the Galaxy season is my favorite. Galaxy season has tons of targets to image. Okay, now this is the pattern I noticed, whatever it was. So at first it starts drifting, and now it's holding the centering. After some time, it starts tracking better. Look at this damn satellite, and it passes right in front of the galaxy. I can remove that with cosmic clarity, but sucks. Yes, I noticed that as well. It's crazy, the Ora Nebula region. There are so many geostationary satellites. Usually, sharpcap rejects satellite rays if you use this one sigma clipping. But in this case, since the exposures are very short, I'm not using sigma clipping because it will reject lots of frames because it won't keep up. When using short exposure, it's better to stay with default, especially if you have a slow computer. I'm gonna delete some of these. We are 30 minutes in. No, I didn't see them. I'm gonna just check how the stack looks like in serial, so we get an idea of what the data looks like. Just an auto stretch and crop to see what data is there. Decent data. The satellite trail is not that good though, but we can remove that with healing brushes and stuff. And there's cosmic clarity. I need to give a try to remove these tails. This kind of detail I expect to see from 3 hours, not from 30 minutes. We have 1,000 stacked pictures just now. Now slightly move the virtuoso. Just drift it off a bit. As you can see, this is the live view. This fuzzy patch here is the sunflower galaxy without any exposure. Virtuoso too. I'm using a card like a foam dew shield at the moment because like not a dew shield, a light shield because it's at this speed especially is very prone to light leaks. Even the tiniest bit of light will mess up the image. Yeah, I will with this setup as well. But today I'm gonna stay on the Sunflower Galaxy because I want to get some time on it. Because I'm working tomorrow and I don't have that much time to each, so I want to make the most out of it. There is wind and frames are being rejected. This is one disadvantage of the virtuosos and all dobsonians basically, because they are big tubes. They're very prone to move with the wind. I don't know. The default slew rate side reel. I have no idea what speed it is though. If you guys want to buy something for your telescope, I definitely recommend the First Light Optics. They have really fast service and really great service as well. I bought from them 2 times now. They have great stuff and good prices as well. We have loads of satellite trails. There's another satellite here. Yes, exactly. They ruined the image. But thankfully it's not that difficult to remove. With cloning tools and healing brushes, but there are software to deal with it today as well. As you can see, it's cropping a lot. This is field rotation. It's normal. Turtles mode. 'Star Exterminator, no. But I use StarNet, which is the same thing, almost at least. Yeah, yeah, they're good. StarNet, I use it almost on every image. Some images, especially Galaxy images, I don't use StarNet. Depends. Depends on the data, how good it is. Sometimes the data just needs a lot of work. Depends on the conditions you took it at. We have 120 ignored frames and 1,230 stacked images. I wish to get. I really wish they make Blur Exterminator work on Photoshop, so I don't have to get PixInsight. But it doesn't work in Photoshop as far as I'm aware. The other ones work in Photoshop as far as I'm aware. It's only Blur Exterminator that doesn't work. It's an HP. I don't know what model it is exactly, but it has 16 gigabytes RAM and 512 gigabytes hard drive. It's a Ryzen 7 CPU, if I remember right. I'm not that technical, but when it comes to IT stuff, but it was about 700 euros when I bought it. It's very fast though. I have to give it that. When I use Graxpert, it finishes very fast, not like the other laptop I have. I like to do this every sometime when I'm stacking. I just need to see how good the data is, because if I'm doing something wrong, then I need to know before I finish the night and go in and I'm pissed off. Good laptop helps a lot, yes. Camera is good because you have lots of clear skies, but the damn time change is brutal. You don't get much time to image. When you are working, it's difficult. I'm gonna adjust the image a bit because drifted off a bit. I'm gonna wait for the backlash. We are 45 minutes in and 1,400 stacked images. Yes, going well so far. The more time you leave it, the better it gets. That's the beauty of this hobby. Depends if I'm using the EQ mount or the virtuoso. Virtuoso I use very short exposures, the EQ mount I use long. So the frames are not are very different the amount. If you're not using live stack, this amount of frames, it will be painful because they will take a lot of hard disk space. Yes, that's true. What I really sometimes blow my mind about is this universe is so damn freaking big. And how can we be the only living beings in it? I don't believe so, to be honest. I believe there are other life forms somewhere. Because it can't be that we are the only ones in this immensity. Yes, crazy. I believe that there's a other life. It simply can't be that we are the only ones. Gonna move a bit again, but it's moved. For how much this setup costs, to be honest, I cannot complain, even if it drifts. Because some telescope tubes are worth how much it costs with the mount. And we have wind again. Here comes the rejected frames. Oh, these are very good details for the amount of exposure. It's like less than 1 hour and good details. It's the data we have so far. It's still a bit noisy, obviously. It's just 1 hour. The beauty of live stack. You can see the results live, not like stacking in deep side stacker. You have to wait till you capture the images. I'm gonna move a bit again because the telescope drifted off a bit. For those of you wondering, 350 gain, 13 brightness, and 2 second exposure I'm using. I'm gonna go get something to drink downstairs, so I'll be out for a while. There are clouds on the way because they're in upstairs. This, but they're not in the way of the sunflower galaxy. And I thought it's gonna ruin the stack, and I came running upstairs. I saw them from downstairs. When you don't have the brightness filter on, it really messes you up. The clouds will get added into the stack, and it will make it look hazy. So avoiding them is really important. To not leave clouds ruin the sharper stack. I'm gonna pause a bit because there are clouds at the moment next to the sunflower. And at this short exposure, the brightness filter doesn't work that good because it doesn't have that much time to see what is in the image. It's made for long exposures, that one. Still clouds in the way. As you can see, it's red. Yes, it was a cloud in the way. So yes, they were. At this short exposure, even. Give it some time. Let's see in the live view. There are clouds. Oh, they passed. Okay, we can continue. You have to be careful because one single patch of cloud will ruin you. Ask me how I know about that. Best object I've captured. It's a really vast question, this one. But I think it's the that galaxy cluster, the Coma cluster. I think is the best one I captured. When I look at it, I'm in shock all the time to see all those galaxies in one image. When using the Virtuoso with a cable connection, it really tracks a lot better. When you use Wi-Fi, it doesn't track that good. I use the light stretch to see how the data is. Because with the auto stretch, it's really difficult to see if there's how the noise is. You really have to stretch it normally to see what the data looks like. It's really good. I'm only using darks. Flats no today, but usually yes, I use flats as well. Flats are kind of important to be honest, but today, for the sake of being lazy, I'm not using them. Because the Virtuoso was not the easiest telescope to take flats with, since it's a collapsible. Yes, does does look good, especially this stretched. Like not even the noise, nothing, just simple stretch, and it looks this good. Just one, just 70 minutes. I can't wait to image the pillars of creation with this setup and see how much details I can get in a short amount of time. When I do it, yes, I will stream it. But they're still very low in the sky, and it needs to be a weekend to image them because they are like in 3 in the morning or something like that. They get up. They get in the center of the southern sky. Yeah, and they're not very high in the sky to be honest, but they rise after midnight. But to get in the highest in the sky, it takes till 3 o'clock or something like that at the moment. I need to image M83 as well this year because last year I tried with my SCT. It was very, very, very slow at F10. I need to try it with a faster setup like this because M83 is a bit dim. It's not a bright galaxy, and it's very beautiful. Yes, exactly. Something like that. So it needs to be a weekend, not working the day after. We're gonna check for humidity on the mirror because I don't know. All right, it's good because sometimes the mirror will get fogged up. Nice. I remember when I was at school, we would get the Easter holidays. I would be so happy. I no longer get those now. Amazing how there are so many young people interested in the astrophotography at the moment. When I was in school, I didn't even like think of it. I loved space all my life, but I never thought I would get into astrophotography that young. One reason is I never had the when I was that young, I didn't have any money, so and my parents wouldn't buy me for sure, even if I asked them nicely. They wouldn't buy me a telescope for sure. It was too expensive for them, and I understand. Use English, please. I cannot understand what you are saying because I don't have a translate option. Definitely, yes. I do not regret one bit what I spend on this hobby. The field rotation is crazy that I'm getting. Look at these cutoffs. These are all field rotations. Jesus, this moved a lot, I think. At mirror center. It moved a lot. And to combat this, you can rotate the camera after some time, but with the virtuoso, it's not that easy to rotate the camera. 'cause the focuser is a weak point. So I don't bother most times. That's where a refractor shines. Refractors have rotators in the focusers. No activity. Yeah, depends what you are referring to. I imaged galaxies with supernovas before. That's great. I never used a DSLR. That's a fun fact about me. I never had one. Astronomy camera was my first camera that I had. Good details. I like this. There is a meteor shower at the moment because I didn't see any meteors coming down. It's a great budget camera. What's good about DSLRs is and lenses is you can get some lenses that are f1.8, like very fast, especially to do wide field narrow band like capture the Orion Barnard's loop. The area around Orion is very nice. I don't think it's a good meteor shower because I have been out for 2 hours now. I didn't see a single meteor. Last year I live streamed the Parses meteor shower and all night I haven't seen one. It was a waste. Last year was very bad here. The Parses. It was just a very, very few on the whole night. The world was really struggling to track good now because the sunflower galaxy is almost at zenith. I think it affects where you are on the globe as well. Maybe in my country it wasn't that much. And, I'm gonna go take a shower quick. and they will come later because it's getting pretty late and I'm soon ending the live. Okay, I'm back. See how the stack is going. I'm gonna stop soon, I think, 'cause even the battery is about to run out. The laptop battery, and I got a reasonable amount of data. I got 103 minutes. 103 minutes at F2 is really good. F2.5. It's like getting 5 hours exposure at the normal focal ratio rate. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I will see you in the next live. Curious guys, thank you for joining.